Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sonic Forces. Today we're going to do something a little bit extra in the game. Today we're going to play episode Shadow, and episode Shadow is showing what Shadow was doing in the time span between the actual story. It's very short, but it's actually somewhat fun. You'll see what I mean because we're going to get into this. So we're going to click episode Shadow, we're going to click new game, and we're just going to get right on into it. Let's go.
Shadow, we've got a report from the Intelligence Division. They've located an unknown base of operations that seems to be totally outside the chain of command for Eggman's army. There's a large-scale troop presence, suspiciously large for a place with no strategic value.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
No kidding. And there's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon. So...
yeah. Looks like this won't be your garden variety recon mission.
do it to it, Shadow. Omega went on ahead of you, so you can link up with him on site.
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
Is that just a universal reference of hot dogs in this universe? Oh my god. Always chili dogs. Makes no sense.
Cut the chatter. I'm on my way.
So now we go on to the first stage, which is enemy territory, which is just the city again. But tell me, does the music in this stage sound familiar to you?
That area is enemy territory. Keep going, Shadow.
Got it. E123 Omega here. Extermination proceeding without incident. No problem to report.
Extermination? This is supposed to be a recon mission.
I'm gonna cut them off talking because they talk a lot, but this is the music from Let's Stop Us in the game Shadow the Hedgehog. And this is Shadow's gameplay. One cool thing about this that I love doing in this stage is you get to this point, you can just boost and you basically skip this entire section of the level. Like, I literally just flew over the entire level right there and shaved off so much time, even though all the levels in this game are incredibly short. But yeah, episode Shadow, I'm just going to spoil it right now, reuses music from past games of major events in Shadow's life. And let me tell you, the level design, you can't tell, is like a lot more challenging and strategic than the main game, but you know, that's not really that important because it's not hard to get past it. Like, it doesn't make the levels any more challenging than the regular levels. I think this just requires more 2D platforming than others. But you know, half the time you do find yourself just boosting through anything anyway. I can't talk. But yeah, it's like I was saying, it's not really hard to get through the levels. It's just more challenges. And as I'm saying all this, by the way, the level is over. Yeah, I talked through the entire stage. Incredible. But yes, that was enemy territory. It was just a city level again. Nothing special, but we did get an S rank. We don't get anything from S ranking episode Shadow, unfortunately. But, what are you gonna do about it?
The world's most powerful robot is no more a challenge than crab meat. As I suspected, this power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength. Ah, and still more wonderful, a not-so-tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow.
Tell me what you did to Omega.
Weaklings like him are of no consequence. Come now, Shadow. Our long-awaited reunion, and still you spout such nonsense.
I don't know you. And the only thing of no consequence around here is that big mouth of yours.
Oh, I suppose you would think so. Yes. I am infinite. You say you do not know me, and yet I remember you so very well. To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman faces you tore down without a second thought.
And so that little conversation I can't talk. So that little conversation right there transitions us to the second stage, Mystic Jungle. And once again, does this music sound familiar? Can any of you who've played any game with Shadow? God, I can't talk.
We got an intruder. Shadow has entered the facility. Defense Squad Jackal has already been completely annihilated. All available troops, intercept that blasted Hedgehog by any means necessary. I went to great pains to get the best mercenaries around.
Yes, this is the song Balance in Rhythm, also known as the White Jungle theme from Sonic Adventure 2. And they remixed the music for these levels so well. And it really fits the tone of this. And I actually do like the idea they did this. A lot of people say it was lazy to just reuse music. But think of it, this is probably the best thing they could do. It's been such a long time since you've been able to play as Shadow in these games. So to reuse music from the games he's been predominant in, it's the best thing they could have done. You notice that Mystic Jungle for Shadow is a very interesting level because it's the easiest out of the 3 levels you have to play for this. And yes, Episode Shadow does only have 3 levels, but Mystic Jungle is the easiest of the 3 because you can see here it's mostly this slide, and it's not hard to maneuver the slide. It's really not. Look, if you've seen it in the main story, then you know this slide is very easy to get through. And again, as I'm talking, the entire time I'm talking, made it to the end of the level. Amazing. It's amazing how short Sonic Forces levels can be. And yet, it doesn't seem to really bother anybody. But, we move on to character development cutscene!
Hey, you! You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad was useless. Go clean up their mess already!
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad. I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this! What?
Worthless. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again.
I'm shaking. Me? Afraid? Pathetic? Me? He's calling me weak? No, I am not weak. I'm not weak. I am not weak. That day, I gave up my own unsightly face. I let go of the old me, the one that was so weak, so that I could become stronger. And then, at last, I obtained the power Power to make all yield to my will. I was reborn! I've only become what I am because of you. Yet you don't remember. But I suppose that's the way it goes. It simply means that the old me was too weak, too pathetic to remember. And now you've become nothing more than an insect, waiting to be crushed underfoot. Thanks to this limitless power I have obtained, I have become unstoppable. Take this!
And with that sound triggers the return of the Phantom Ruby's bullcrap, which leads us into Green Hill Stage 3, the final stage of episode Shadow, Virtual Reality, and probably the best song they could have picked for a stage titled Virtual Reality.
Shadow? Shadow, do you read me?
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Huh? What are you mumbling about, Shadow? You okay? Anybody home? We're going to pick up Omega. He was destroyed 3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
Yes, that is the song Supporting Me, also known as the theme for when you fight the Bio Lizard in Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Generations on the 3DS. And I can't think of a better music piece to play during a level like this. So, as you can see, Infinite's red blocks of death return, and yeah, they're not that hard to dodge. Like, at all. In fact, they're so easy to dodge that I think half the time me playing this, I didn't even really try to dodge it. But, yeah, this is the end of episode Shadow. I don't really have a lot to say about the stage. It's just another run through Green Hill, and all I really say is this is the hardest of the 3 levels.
There's no sign of
Sort of. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the hardest of 3 levels. Because, well, one, because these red blocks. It really takes a little bit for you to learn where they're going to go. By the way, this part scared me.
I am not weak. I am not weak.
Yeah, that is actually kind of scary. It's none of this is real. It's always Shadow's head. But anyway, as I was saying, this is probably the hardest level, mainly due to the fact that these red blocks everywhere, and it's really hard for you to figure out where they're gonna go at first. But you do have these little markers that you can kind of see me using in the form of you wait till you see where the blocks are materializing, and then you just go from there. Despite the fact I did get hit a lot while playing this level. But just like that, we are not yet. Well, actually, never mind. I was about to say we're approaching the end, but not yet. But never mind. We are exactly at the end of Green Hill, which means we are at the end of episode Shadow. And it kind of makes me mad that, one, they made playing as Shadow again after so long since Sonic Adventure 2, a DLC, albeit a free one. Why is it so short? But I digress. Moving on.
Where? I'm back here. No. Is this an illusion?
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you must admit, it was a truly wonderful show, wasn't it? This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled. Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
Sonic? What are you plotting? What is this? Stop! Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
Shadow? Shadow! Finally, the connection's back. What are you doing?
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this? Rouge, are you telling me the truth?
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault. I mean, sure, A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about. We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me now.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without...
Shadow! This is not good. Hurry! Get over there!
What is it, Rouge? What happened?
And so it just replays the scene in the main story where Sonic shows up, destroys Eggman's robots, and then inevitably gets his butt kicked by Infinite and Eggman's copies. Nothing special. And with that being said, we have come to the very ending of episode Shadow. There's no more stages. We have completed all 3 levels of episode Shadow. There is no more. We are not done with Shadow, but we will save that one for the extra video. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know which one to see we do next time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.